to deal with the combos and threats that EG has innately in their heroes.
It's got another round of the Wrath of Nature, so it's a good time for them to smoke and go push out. But I'm not sure if they really want to run into Arteezy here, seeing as he does have the Aegis. They will find him here. Looks like they're going to try and burn it out. But here it is, instantly placed out. They're going to try and roll away, but Viper intercepted. Arteezy blocks him in, stays in the Will-O-Wisp.
There's a haste rune by Ryoya.
One dies on the side of Quincy Crew. Is Ryoya going to be able to catch up to them? He's already jumping forward with the orb.
He's got 3.
Oh, he's going to be able to get 2 with that turnaround. Instant duel though. Ryoya, he's just dead because there was a DD on Quinn. Quinn is able to output a lot of damage, but now he's caught inside the snowball. Turn around, crit! Oh my goodness, he just got blown up between the Wrath of Nature as well as MSS hitting a level 4 overwhelming odds. Now the jump forward from Quinn. Oh, Sunder actually going off. Quinn gets a little bit low. He has no remnants. He gets blasted down though. Fly, you pushed him away. It was a perfect opportunity. Yawar's right in the middle of them with the tricks of the trade. They're going to force down Arteezy forward to blink strike out. Yawar's not going to be able to get out of here. EG will be able to run down 2 of them.
Oh,
both Quinn and Yawar, a double kill for Arteezy.
That looks so good for Chaos for 2 seconds, and then the meta's finally popped. Really nice Sunder.
I mean, EG turning on the high ground like that, and him getting off the instant Sunder.
Yeah, that actually was almost really awkward by Fly when he pushed away Quinn.
Oh, yeah.
But it's okay.
It's all, you know,
it all worked out in the end.
Yeah.
That's all right.
All's well that ends well. Pretty next level if we manage to pull this out. Let's see. Smokescreen cooldown talent for the Riki, but they're just gonna have to watch. Not even from their base, they're watching from the Radiant jungle. This is how little faith they have in defending. They're not even close to their own base. They're just trying to min-max at this point. Little bit of a push onto the mid lane, trying to backdoor it. Maybe they could. Oh no, he actually didn't jump over to the orb. The Soak Street's good enough. They do manage to kill Ryoya. There is that Will-O-Wisp, and it looks like SVG. He's going to be found by the reflection. Instantly, a duel goes out with the blade mail, but this turnaround of damage. Arteezy has so much armor. He didn't even take that much, and now MSS is going to find that Arteezy hurts like a son of a gun. That's why he's going to limp away on just 100 HP. Bulba's getting quite low. If they can finish him off with the help of Quinn, it would be fantastic. But they have to run away from Arteezy. Keep on kiting. Stay away from the big man and kill the little boys. That's why they need to get away from Crit as well, because he knocks him up in the air and Arteezy knocks him back down. They jump over now to be able to kill Fly. Blade Mail, MSS, not going to be able to do enough damage to kill either Crit or Arteezy. These two are just a duel that will take anybody on, and Quincy Crew are trying to get the hell away. Quinn being chased down by his own reflection. Does he have a remnant coming up soon? It looks like he should be fine. He's just fast enough to stay ahead of Arteezy, especially with the help of the chains. Back over to Yawar, who got away from the illusions and is now going to try and kill another support. This time it's going to be Fly. The coil miss. The silence, he gets cleansed off. Yawar might still be able to make it out. In fact, they would love to be able to get a duel right now. Yawar inside of the smoke screen. Can they grab? They get the duel successfully, but can they do the damage fast enough? They're blinding light, ruining a lot of things. Viper rolls in, they get the duel win, but they're both quite low. Here comes Crit. He sees Yawar. He kills him. Now turns over to MSS, slowing him down with a tag team. Dazzle. Oh, Bulba. He's trucking along. He says, I'm finally here. I'm back on my second line to make sure Arteezy gets his godlike. MSS calls it. It's 24-12 is the end score. Arteezy was quite close in his prediction.
Awesome casters here. We got Capitalist and Blitz.
Yeah, I can see that. You just like tank up as a group.
Yeah.
But I do feel like you want some like initiation aside from your Legion, because otherwise I feel like you're just resigned to getting sleep comboed every single time, as they're gonna run into.
There's so many stuns here, but it's a raid king, so he's gonna have a second life. They're gonna stampede almost immediately. The supernova is over the top. The arrow is gonna be able to get out. Yawar, the murder for kisses, it's raining in, but it's not enough to be able to save poor old Ryoya, who was left behind. A great supernova and a secondary kill, perhaps. Flying, popping the cookie. He didn't actually go into the high ground. He's still on the low ground. He's making his way there, but Quinn's gonna be able to run into him. He's got a spirit vessel. He just needs a little bit of damage to follow it up. He's got chains now. A second kill.
I think if he ran up, he would have lived.
Yeah.
I don't think they knew that he didn't make it up that quick.
I mean, you should always run straight up in that situation anyway, right?
Bulba,
Wait,
she might have
Bulba?
stayed way too long.
What happened? You can't protect your mid tower. I think it does. Oh,
the buyback
maybe
from
you
Sapphire.
can. Song? I mean, they have no
He doesn't have
Sapphire. They don't have Mortimer's Kisses. And they
the arrow
a lot of
misses.
heroes grouped up with no arrow landing. A Fire Blast onto Bulba. Quinn's still going to hold around. He actually missed the chance, though. Roya's going to be stunned up by the Ray Fire Blast, but they can't really focus on the DK. Oh, what a hit. Bulba managed to get a really nice cleave in with a double edge, hitting two different heroes, and those two will both fall. SVG and MSS die here, in part due to the buyback from Flying. Looks like a third kill on the Biver.
Still works out. If Bulba had had his stun, that would have been a 4-man stun, I believe. And that's going to miss as Quinn is protecting. And you can forgive Crit for missing that arrow. It was on...
I feel like Quincy Crew got a little greedy again, though, there.
100%.
Like, the arrow missed and everything. They could have just been like, okay, back away.
They're
Oh,
literally going to
no.
catch him in the exact same
The
spot.
exact same spot you just tied, but this time around you don't have a second light. You cannot recarnate, and Quinn won't be able to get vengeance for you like he did last time too. So that's just a 4th kill for EG in the last minute.
And that rectifies their mistake for going for that kill in the first place. They pop his ulti, and in the end, they do manage to get the kill.
Yeah. Seconds time, so they're gonna smoke up now. 4-man smoke while Arteezy pushes in the mid lane. They know it's the real one too. It just leveled up. But they're gonna go in blind. The smoke breaks. Quinn actually missing his slight change combination. Now he gets hit by the Dragon Tail. Oh no, this is a disaster. They've lost Quinn again instantly on the onset of a team fight. He's out, as is SVG. Evil geniuses roll over them, and now they should be able to claim that big bounty in Roshan.
Dire's top tower.
And the plus side, he got level 20.
He did get his level 20. And he's going to go for a Manta style. Just good stats, I guess.
Dire's top tower.
But just not... It's just not the easiest Wraith King game anymore.
Yeah.
It hasn't been for quite some time. He needs more items than this. He needs... I don't really know. I would say normally I would say like Abyssal AC and just like try to fight Ray, but you need more cleave or something like that to deal with these Naga illusions. I think this Naga Siren is just a little bit too strong for them at this point.
Arteezy statted up. Scotty, Aegis, this is high ground time. Their lane maintenance is even good. They don't have to worry about dealing with any of that. And they are going to be able to find a great pickoff too. MSS stomped into an arrow. And now even Bulba managing to get the clumsy net onto UR, setting up a song. They want to go for that backline. Bulba does have a stomp here in a second. Can he actually hit both of them? He does. He managed to get that with Dragon Tail on SVG. Looks like they're going to try and kill these supports first, but the Supernova goes down into the air. Not actually close enough, and let's fly. Little Strider forward, and it does die. They thought it was good enough, but no. They're denied by evil geniuses. And now, with their calm, they could just deal with UR bit by bit, piece by piece, life by life. Evil geniuses.
They're going to call it, aren't they?
They think so.
The arrow almost hits anyways.
That would have been a sick arrow, but it's only Quinn alive now.
It's 19k. There's bottom for them to push towards. This is going to be the glyph used by them. That was really well done by Fly. His 4-staff over the cliff. There's still Yule's on Quinn.
Yule Scepter into the arrow.
Perfect timing.
That's that setup we were talking about.
Yeah, now that's 5 heroes dead.
And now, I mean, maybe they could have fought if Quinn was still alive and UR chose to buy back.
I think it's still really hard.
It's still really hard, but right now
mages.
it's like forfeit time. Like you have your 2 cores, you just have to give up everything that EG wants to take, which will be the second lane of barracks and bottom, possibly even tier 4's mid.
Radiant's bottom has fallen.
Check that out.
Yeah, he's got Aegis and BKB with the song. He feels relatively safe off on his own, and eventually they have to defend this top lane.
They've got to come back right now.
Quincy Crew, okay.
They're going to lose.
Power Rangers it up. Nash TP's in, but the tier 3's already gone. Arteezy's trying to set up for a song here. Actually does get Chainstun into the duel. They might just be able to take down his first life here. All Remnants going in with a Supernova on the top as well. The Supernova will finally live for once. It almost makes it, but no, it doesn't quite, because Bulba stampeded forward and hit it a couple times. Song into the air. Great setup onto Quinn. They are going to be but he's dropped it a little bit low, but a little bit low on a Centaur is about 1,000 HP. They have to play back and forth out of the fountain here, and first they have to extract Yawar from the sticky situation he's gotten himself into, but that inhibit from EGRTZ doesn't let him go. Second line from Yawar, he buys back, tries to deal with Artur, but oh, look at him, he's just getting shredded.
And now
he has died 3 times in the space of 10 seconds, and that's where you call it, boys and girls. That is where the game is truly absolutely over. A 34,000 net worth lead.
And throw things over to our premier casting duo. It's Blitz and Capitalist.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
If anybody's curious, you can dispel the goo, but you cannot dispel the stacks. Oh, SVG. Whoa, Yawar, did you see that? He spawned skeletons, and a skeleton jumped out in front of that arrow.
The boys.
The boys protected the man. And SVG back over to the top lane. Biver's going to be the target of some aggression here,
yes,
and MSS won't be able to help him out here. Said he kills a courier and gets Fly a little bit low. Maybe he's going to stick onto Arteezy
pretty low here.
Yeah, he's got 4 different stacks here. They're going to try and separate Fly with the Fortunes and MSS.
He doesn't want any more stacks.
He's not in range anymore. He's going to be able to get a 3rd stack up, but most of the fear is gone from Arteezy. He actually went for a 2nd level and bristled back. Give up. Gotta focus on farming for now, but if they do that on that side of the map as well, Quincy Crew will take full advantage of it. They've got a Bristleback and a Wraith King. They've got the sustain, they've got the minus armor. They can do Roshan at any time. EG knows it though. The arrow's gonna come in, doesn't actually land on anything, but the initiation was found onto Roya. He's gonna be protected, but now the Soulbind, that's not gonna stop it. The false promise may have saved Roya, but he's still gonna be chased by MSS.
MSS doesn't care. Look at this. He's gonna zone out all 3 heroes. Bulba doesn't have Stampede now, and Ryoya's doing his best to try to do something here as Arteezy is in no man's land.
Once again, he is completely isolated from his team, and Quincy Crew just doubled down on him. Meanwhile, MSS, he was sitting there looking at, he probably wasn't even clicked on his hero. He was clicked on Roya, he was looking at that Spirit Vessel recipe in his backpack, and he was just laughing his ass off. He's like, this is the freest game, I can do whatever I want. But back over to mid lane. Yawar being chased. Dude, he's got Aegis and Reincarnation. I can't imagine that any fight starting on going on the Wraith King is a good one, especially with MSS in town. He ain't the remnant catches Bulba right as he goes for the Stampede, so he just gets pulled back into his own doom. He's going to be saved by Fly. Good use of the false promise, but eventually he's going to be burned out by the Radiance if they could see him. Fortunately, the Moonlight Shadow is currently protecting them, and all of a sudden Arteezy is once again left completely by himself, isolated from his team, because they're all trying to play in the base right now, and Arteezy is playing closer to the Radiant base.
Yeah, it always feels like, especially in this game, he's trying to make something happen. Yeah, they're not going to waste any more time. They are already up 2 games, so I think this one was, they kind of realized they can never get into a straight-up 5-on-5 fight. And once again, the last pick Invoker not really working out.
Pretty high armor.
Yeah.
Actually, this is the closest draft for me. I do, when Arteezy, I know he just lost with Ursa, but when you get a last pick Ursa, and I think he will go middle, I think it'll be a lot easier.
But he did rush it, no arcane boots or extra Wraith bands. Not even treads. Which is what he's going to be going next. Does some damage to Bulba. Biver tries to follow it up. He actually has Walrus Punch, so they do have an additional disable here. And with the arena, they know that Tuss is already dead. That's why Quinn is going to try and go for the extra kill. Onto Fly. Fly actually landing the stun onto Quinn, and now Quinn is stunned underneath the tier 1 tower with all of EG rotating in. It was the right idea, but bad execution. And now they just fed away. Biver, nice steal with the Shikuchi.
The Weaver counter.
He manages to get out, and the Ethereal Blade is now up. Shotgun City, ready to go for Yawar.
We see
50-minute bounty. Oh, just headlong into
Goodbye.
Okay, that's double Fate Bolt. That's a lot of damage right there.
Ryoya's 1-on-4.
Yeah, he is really low, and he's going to be saved by Fly. But what about Arteezy? He's trying to hop over the cliff, but he's going to be chain stunned.
Man, some of these steals by Biver, and Yawar is way too strong for them to fight right now.
But Quincy
smoke
Crew
right
have
after.
left it right at the perfect time, and they're actually
shit's
going to be
a minute.
caught in the low ground. This is going to be a perfect opportunity for EG, possibly. They're going to lead off with MCG. Will manage to catch him. MSS with a nice arena out. Quinn does have the Rolling Thunder, and they're in an alley too. He can actually chain stun this with a Soul Bite. He runs into our ETZ, keeps up the Ursa controlled as long as possible, but the rest of them need to be able to kite out that DK. The DK getting low, Adaptive Strike going out, not enough to be able to kill. UR, 5 seconds, needs to be able to push back RTZ. That's the big damage dealer, and he still has that Spirit Vessel on him too. A Spear goes out, controlling up Bulbup, and they are kiting RTZ nicely. UR has one more waveform to go. He's now low on mana,
And
but
Ryoya
he's
dies in the
back to
back.
safety.
They got to get out.
Yeah.
This initially looked like an okay fight, but they've overstayed their welcome. And it looks like rather than the Morphling, they have to get on top of MSS. This combination of the Mars Arena plus Quinn's Rolling Thunder is doing way too much. He's going burr everywhere in there.
Combined, he's at over 10k.
Yeah, by quite a bit.
Mid lane, UR with the Shikuchi in Morphling form. They're going to spot him here, and they're going to try and get the initiation. At the same time, MSN tried to go for a spear, but it was all for naught. He misses, and now he is dead. Punished for resisting. UR, yeah, he's being ignored right now until he's the last one they can hit. Now they go for him. He's going to wait for him to the high ground, but I bet EG are going to pursue. UR chased in. Ice Shard's blocking him a bit. He's going to have to walk it off 4 more seconds until he has to wait for him, and he's dropping fast. He's dead. No buyback either. Quinn gonna completely whip that Rolling Thunder. They need to find a way to be able to bring down some core here. And it's gonna be RTZ. He no longer has the Aegis, but he's gonna be saved by the mini Aegis of Crit. A fresh life, and now at Enrage as he turns on to SVG. Abyssal plays on him and finish him off. At the same time, Viper's gonna be chasing the right-hand side. Quinn desperately needs to be able to finish off RTZ though. He does advance well. They have to go for this kill here and now. They do manage to get it. The Soulbind reconnects from Fly, now onto Bulba. Fly's gonna be dying next. Crit is gonna join the party here, trying to lend his damage onto Quinn. Quinn with a swashbuckle up, cannot get away. Ryoya's stun lasts a little bit too long. Arena Spear onto Crit. That's going to be another kill as a buyback comes out from Quinn. He knows EG, they have treaded far too far into the Dire base, and they should be punished for this. They're going to try and get this remaining kill to Ryoya, and there is no way for him to get out. Nice butt spear from MSS, a little bit of style points as they do keep the game within somewhat in their control.
Yeah, they smelled blood on the side of EG, decided to kind of go all in for it, but RTZ just got way too separated from He's pretty tanky himself. 2.8. Let's round up and say 2.9k health.
Can dig it.
Both teams haven't really gone into a fight for quite some time, and Chaos doesn't have the best vision. They know that there's a high ground ward up there. That's why EG's sticking around in this area, and UR is under this vision. They do have a gem. They want to press forward, but this means they have to show under the ward first.
They can try and pop it, but no, the BKB goes off from UR, and now Quinn, he needs to try and get out of here. He does have an AM disc. They got a nice soul blind, and that is actually keeping RTZ away from everybody. They tried to go for the arena on Quinn, but they missed. Now Quinn is going to have to bounce back in, trying to control up some of these heroes. He goes for Bulba once now, going to go for him twice. Rolling Thunder is going to bail out soon, and that means they're going to try and reinitiate. They managed to get the silence, but not before the swashbuckle. He's still stunned for the Dragon Tail that landed on him, though, and Quinn is dead with no buyback. He went hard the Aeon disc instead of holding on a buyback.
Oh, Chaos whiffed so hard on all their spells. And this team is struggling. I really thought that Chaos was going to take this one home and force a game 5, but they're going to go for the smoke, try to play for the win. They really have to find the vision game. Remember, it's Crit. It has to be that slippery beetle that they go for.
I mean, Evil Geniuses set up a very strong siege that is very difficult to break. They can't afford to let them get set up again
And look
in
at
the
this, they're
bottom
playing
lane.
around the ward. Always play around their vision.
And they have a double damage on RTZ. This would be a very awkward spot.
They
for
see
them to go
everybody.
for it. They're going to be able to get the arena out, but it's not fast enough. The Spear immediately gets a pistol, and now he's just dead. Quinn rolls on through, but it's not really good enough to do anything. Yawar hasn't managed to get any damage on anybody. Crit's just hiding. He's ready to time-lapse if it's needed, but right now, it's not. It's Spear. Oh, Yawar, don't do that! Don't morph into agility or strength anymore. He's got the Spirit Vessel on him. He just needs the second morph for the cheese. He pops it for fear of the snowball that he was being chased by Bulba. They're going to have to take a 4 versus 5, make that potentially 3 versus 5 as SVG is going to be spotted here. He does have a buyback. He's going to try and lead them away for as long as possible. He's fast. He's got Tranquil Boots. He's got Ghost Scepter. He'll buy them a few seconds for sure.
And that's an Aegis out, but they are going to get the kill anyways, and I think they're still going to... Trust me, Twitch chat will agree.
Let's round down. Let's make it 5. The Black Dragon approaches.
Oh, that thing.
4,300 HP. And it spells doom for Quincy's base as he marches forward. They do have the telekinesis with the damage. They're doing a little bit, but boy, it just doesn't look like it. Now the shotgun goes out with that magic resistance. Ryoya just shrugs it off. He still has a cheese. He still has crit in his back pocket at any point in time. And what Quincy Crew do not have is a rolling thunder. Now the tier 4s, those may be disappearing quite soon too. Now the jump forward from the Morphling. They have to make some sort of commitment. The Antis is now going to be pop on Quinn as well. They're going to try and go for MSS. The Antis is gone, so they immediately jump with the Pangolier. He buys back a stun out from the Cookie. A nice looming over the creeps everywhere. They're going to be dying soon. Yuar's going to be the focus in this fight, and he does have Divine Rapier, but now he's been Spirit Fuzzled. Now he's being chased. His Linkage is broken. He's Walrus Punch up in the air. He's trying to get out somehow. A snowball keeps him stunned out, and he is dead, and he is gone. And Quincy Crew, they're out. Evil Geniuses will be your champions for the North American ESL LA Online